But I want to talk about now a follow-up to the whole Comey story. I know I said that I'm not going to be talking about Comey too much, but this is just a little thing. A little thing about how Trump sees, according to the New York Times, Trump sees total and complete vindication in Comey's testimony. So, after remaining mute on Thursday during harsh testimony from the former FBI Director James B. Comey accusing him of lying, President Trump tweeted early Friday that Mr. Comey had given him vindication in the Russia investigation. Now, first of all, I want to address this little part of this statement right now. Accused him of lying. I love how New York Times says that, and they don't even give the context. I said this yesterday. I said that the media would come out, and they're going to say, oh, Comey said that Trump is accused Trump of lies. And they say that on all the headlines, and they don't put it into context. So you see that headline, and you say, oh, so Comey said that Trump is a liar. So he's probably talking about the investigation and about the obstruction. No, he's talking about the morale of the FBI under James Comey. He said that, oh, Trump said that the FBI has low morale and that they're not confident. And he said that's a lie. Okay, but you can't really say it's a lie because it's not like you have data. It's not like you have evidence to say, oh, see, the FBI has full confidence. You can't. There's no like data, nothing like that. So you can't just say that. But he said it anyway, and the media picked that up, and the media said, oh, James Comey accused Donald Trump of telling lies, and they say that on all of the headlines. James Comey, Trump lies, liar, and they never give the context. So right now, New York Times is doing the exact same thing. They're saying, oh, James Comey accused him of lying. And they don't even say what he accused him of lying about. They make it seem like he's lying about the investigation and about his alleged obstruction. But that wasn't what he was talking about at all. So this whole thing with media saying, oh, Comey said that Trump lies and he's a liar, it's just all overblown and it's all out of context, and the media, they do it all the time. It's just pure spin. It's pure spin, and it's embarrassing. So Trump tweeted out about this whole thing. He said, despite so many false statements and lies, total and complete vindication, he wrote at 6:10 in the morning. He added, and wow, Comey is a leaker. So he's referring to Comey saying during the testimony that, yeah, I leaked the memo to the media. I did it through my friend. I didn't want people to know that it was me. So I sent the memo to my friend, and then I told my friend, give that to the media. So it was like an indirect, like sort of direct leak. And he just said that. He just admitted it in front of everybody in a testimony. In the public one. Not even the classified one. In the public testimony, he said, yeah, I leaked my memo to the media, pretty much indirectly. Even though that memo could be considered a part of the investigation. It could be considered sensitive because he gave the rest of the memos to Mueller, the special counsel. So if you're going to give the memos to Mueller, doesn't that mean that they're part of the Russia investigation? If you give them to Mueller, but you gave them to Mueller and then you gave one of them to the media as a leak. So you're giving the media very like not classified, but like sensitive information about your conversations that you had with Trump. And you even said that you did that because you wanted a special counsel. You wanted to get Mueller or anyone appointed to be special counsel. That was his goal. That was his goal of leaking the memo. And he got it. He got what he wanted. And he said that, and no one talks about it. No one reports on that. No one says, hey, Comey said that he leaked to the media. Isn't that a big story? Isn't that a big deal? No one says that. No one says that at all. And I don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why. Because the media is corrupt, and the media is all Democratic propaganda, and the media is completely into this whole Russia thing. They will never stop with their whole Russia thing. It's just their thing. And they just don't know how to stop talking about Russia. They just don't know how to stop talking about it. They just have absolutely no clue whatsoever. And also, in this article is something that's very important. Mr. Trump's team, led by his personal lawyer, Mark E. Kasowitz, on Friday was preparing a counterattack on Mr. Comey based in part on his admission that he arranged the leak of his account of the conversation with Mr. Trump, in which he says the president suggested the FBI halt its investigation into Michael T. Flynn, the former National Security Advisor. So this whole idea that Trump tried to get him to stop the investigation, the FBI to stop the investigation, is just from nowhere, because all he said was, "Oh, I hope you'll be able to see this guy as a good guy, and that I hope you'll be able to sort of let it go." And he said he didn't try and stop the investigation. They say, they make it seem like he tried to stop the investigation. He didn't do that. He let it go. He didn't try and stop it, but he just said, "Oh, I hope you guys can sort of clear him." That's a thing that you would say in that position, because Trump and Flynn are sort of a bit close. They've been together for a while. Flynn was campaigning for Trump, and then he put him on his team. So they're somewhat close. So wouldn't you say about your friend, "Oh yeah, I hope that he gets out. I hope that he's found innocent, and I hope that he's cleared of all charges and everything like that"? Isn't that a normal thing to say? And look, you can say, "Oh, but it's to the FBI director." Okay, it's still just a normal thing to say, because he's not trying to say, "Oh, stop the investigation, just stop it and clear him right now." It wasn't an order. It was just him saying that he hoped. And even James Comey said that no, saying "I hope" isn't obstruction of justice. Saying "I hope" isn't trying to interfere in the investigation. So Comey said that, and that was meant to be him being cleared of this whole obstruction of justice sort of thing. That was meant to be it, and that should have been it. But the media, what do? They bend and they twist and they spin constantly. They spin it over and over again. They don't know how to stop the spin. They come out with their spin and they say, "Oh, look this confirms that Trump said that he told Comey to let him go." He didn't tell him to let him go. He said, I hope he's cleared." That's hope. That's hoping. Hoping isn't obstruction of justice. I hate to tell you, hoping is not obstruction. And then they say, "Oh, it was very inappropriate." No, it wasn't. It wasn't. They say, "Oh, it's very inappropriate to say that you hope." It's not. It's a normal thing to say. There's nothing wrong. And then they say, "Oh, but it's wrong for him to say, 'I want loyalty.'" No, it's not. It's not wrong. And then even Comey said it in the testimony. He said that when Trump said that "I want loyalty," what Comey thought he meant was that, "Oh, I want you to stay. I want you to stay with the FBI and stay with us, and not leave." So that's what loyalty means. So how is that a big story? Trump goes up to Comey and says, "Hey, Comey, I want you to stay. I want you to stay with the FBI. I want you to be loyal." So how is that any kind of thing? And Comey even said, "I thought it was just he was saying, 'Oh, just stay with the FBI.'" But the media takes that and the media spins it and they say, "Oh, Comey says that Trump wanted him to be loyal to Trump." That's not how it went. That's not, even Comey said that's not how it went. And I mean, the whole Comey thing, Comey, what I think about Comey, right? I think that Comey isn't a bad guy. I think that he's a good guy and trying to do the right thing. But I think that Comey he got caught up in this whole big partisan mess that there's no answers to. Between the emails and the Russia thing, he got caught up in this whole partisan mess, and he just didn't know how to handle it. He's an FBI director. He's meant to be dealing with actual issues and facts and not but he was getting screamed at by both sides. Oh, everyone said, "Oh, he mishandled the email scandal and he mishandled the Russia investigation," and then he got fired because of it. And then he said all the statements, and then they got taken out of context and they got spun. So I feel bad for the guy. But he's got to stop. He's got to stop with all these leaks and these statements about, "Oh, I felt like it was strange." Okay, it doesn't matter how you felt. This is about facts. This is about what actually happened, not how you felt or what you thought or your concerns. None of that even matters. But yeah, so I mean, Mr. Trump getting his whole team in, I mean, President Trump getting his whole team in to go after Comey over the leaks, I think is a good move by Trump. Even though, like, I feel like Comey had good intentions, but I think that Trump needs to fight, you know? He's got to fight back, and you know what? He's shown between tweeting out about the whole Comey thing and about getting his team now to go after Comey on this whole leaking thing, it shows that he's trying to fight back, and that's a good thing to see. I want to see more of this, and hopefully in a few months, or maybe even a few years, we can put this whole Russia thing to rest and talk about actual issues for a change.